I guess life can be a lot sometimes. In fact, I don't guess. I know. Like, life by itself is just a lot. We talk about work-life balance constantly in the modern world, and I get why. But I think personally, I'm too caught up in just trying to be me, just trying to be myself, to even begin to worry about that. Maybe it's because I'm freelance and creative for work that I don't feel the need to separate these things. I work in my own time and very much feel like myself when I'm working. But then again, I don't think loving what you do is enough of a reason to not draw these boundaries. Wow. So much indecision in my head today, to the extent that even in writing, I'm contradicting myself. But I'm not really mad, because for me, this journal was always meant to be a tool that existed between the realms of mindfulness and content creation. But anyways, life. That small, totally not intimidating topic that I've decided to write about. Most people watching this will have the privilege of choice, beyond anything that their parents heard and their parents before them. Also, more choices than people in other parts of the world still living today. I'm not necessarily saying that living in the modern world is easier than back then, but we do have choices. To cook food from all over the world, or to just order something to our door. To stay at home and dive into virtual realities, or travel the world and move to other countries, or explore new horizons by just pressing a few buttons. So, these are quite lofty examples, but on the micro level, we can choose to be healthy or not, to be wholesome or hedonistic, to be social or solitary. There are so many paths for us to wander down and so many sides of ourselves to explore. And it's amazing, but it's a lot. For me, oftentimes too much. I go through periods of intense stuckness, where saying yes or saying no, or stopping and going seem to be equally challenging, where my anxiety and my people-pleasing start a war across my brain where I seem to lose either way. The constant worry, the constant decision-making that goes into being a person. Not to mention the constant distraction and stimulation from social media. Bah, life. It's a lot. And I've started this conversation, or I guess monologue, and I can't honestly say that I have the wisdom to offer any kind of solution. But screw it. Here goes anyway. And I am really making this up as I go along. A lot of brilliant people have spoken a lot about North Stars around me recently. That is to say, that thing that guides you, that guiding light that gives you purpose and direction. A lot of people find their North Stars really easily, and lucky them. I know a lot of other people that are still struggling to find theirs. So first of all, if you're one of the lucky ones, allow your North Stars to change. Stars in the sky are born and die all the time. Heck, even magnetic north can shift. Allow your North Stars to die, and you suddenly have space in your life for supernova, which directly translates to super new, if you're a Latin nerd, which I'm not, I promise. North Stars aren't destinations. They're guides, they're directions, opportunities to succeed or to fail, to move or to stay. After all, life is more of a meandering river than a linear journey. I suppose we are all mortal, so we will all eventually reach the ocean, but before that, let's allow our life to follow all of the twists and turns, the branches and cascades that might come our way, instead of traveling down a canal that somebody else dug for us. Which actually miraculously takes me on to my next attempt at advice. If you don't yet have your North Star, and you can't feel a current that you'd like to follow, then no worries. Everyone's winging it anyway. To begin with, without letting anyone cut your canal for you, say yes more. Take jobs, try relationships, move house, travel spontaneously. Just say yes to life a little more, and let it happen to you. Yoda got it wrong. It's all try. Okay, sure. Luke had to be really single-minded in order to lift that X-Wing out of the swamp, but really, he had to fix his daddy issues in order to take down the Empire. So considering my take that life is trial and error with chaos and calm, a series of random feeling journeys that the endings of which are just the beginnings of new journeys, then how the hell are we supposed to find ourselves in all of this? Firstly, I'd say learn to fail and quit more. It's just good character building. If you're able to deal with failure more, then suddenly trying and changing and stepping up or walking away, they're all suddenly a lot easier. We're able to hold on to ourselves a lot more every time something new in our lives comes our way. And finally, and I promise this is the last new idea I'm going to throw in your direction in this video, learn what the noise is. And this is probably different for everybody. The doubts or fears, distractions or intrusive thoughts, the FOMO or obligations that don't align with us anymore, all of the things that make life feel a lot louder, more overwhelming. Listening to the noise doesn't make the noise quieter. It just gives you a headache. Funnily enough, noise-cancelling headphones work in a way of targeting and isolating certain wavelength and sound frequencies and inverting them. In life, we can identify our noise in a few different ways. I'm big on therapy, but there's running or meditation or simply reaching out to friends and loved ones when we need them. These are all really good tools that we can use. Find out what your noise is, and then find ways to protect yourself from it. And you will suddenly find that you have a lot more quiet in your life to focus on what really matters to you. Together, we can make life quieter. We can make life feel like a lot less. And when life is a lot less, we can suddenly take more from it. Okay. If you've listened to me for this long, then thank you. I hope you found some of it helpful, or that it at least made sense. Either way, I hope that you're well and having a good day wherever you are in the world, and I hope that you make time to be kind to yourself today. Until next time.